Okay, so I know it has been a fat minute since I have done the last uh vacation video. And the thing is so how it worked is we got back from vacation, kind of rested up a little bit, kind of got used to living back here at home, and then I uploaded the first video. Then after that, I had work and I also we went up to family reunion and then some other things as well. So I never found the time to be able to upload any videos, even if they weren't vacation videos. So I am sorry about that. So now we are here for the next video, which is going to be crabs and cockroaches. Yes, you heard that. Not the crabs, but yes, cockroaches. So down in North Carolina, South Carolina, where we were in Ocean Isle, I believe it's South Carolina. Um, there was cockroaches outside, which usually around here in Wisconsin we don't see them that often because of how cold it gets in the winter, and they just can't survive. So, I mean, you can see cockroaches in Wisconsin, but they're not like these ones that we were seeing down there. So I thought it was kind of cool, but it was also kind of creepy, even though at school, um, I actually had one of the Madagascar cockroaches, the hissing cockroaches, which they don't bite or anything. They're completely harmless. All they do is hiss for self-defense. And I actually had one of them crawl on me while we were in class, uh, looking at them for our daily, basically just like it was like a class pet, basically, and it was kind of cool. And I wasn't gonna miss out on the opportunity of having not being able to see this huge cockroach. Like I mean, the Madagascar cockroach was probably the size of my hand. They're big. So back to the actual vacation video. Um, I know you're probably wondering about that picture, the crazy picture on the side. Yeah, very bad MS Paint work. I'm thinking I might just go in Roblox Studio or something like Blender and just make a model and then put that on the side instead of MS Paint because I do not have a drawing tablet. That was drawn with a mouse. And let me just say that I could not draw with a mouse for absolute nothing. So, yeah, that's the story about that. So, we're going to get back to the actual recording bits. And as you know, the time in the top left is not correct. I'm just too lazy to fix it and I don't know how to fix it. And also that oh, I don't even remember what I'm going to say now. Okay, let's just get right into the video. So, this first part this was after we finally got there. We went outside and there was a huge cockroach towards the way to the beach. And I decided, hey, let's screw around with it. So I'm messing with the cockroach. I'm moving around with a net and the camera itself, and trying to move it around with my feet because it was on the cement, and I wanted to get more footage of it, but um, it ran into the grass before I could. So right here, I'm trying to get it out of the grass. You can kind of see it. I probably will have in this video, I'll probably have a part where it's paused and you can get a good look at the cockroach. I don't know what kind of cockroach species this is, but yeah, very interested in cockroaches when I'm sure the people who live down here are just like, yeah, they're a pest. When they're interesting to me because we don't see them at all. So as you can see, yeah, I'm trying to move it with the camera. Real bright idea right there. My brother and my dad are right there. I do, though, move it on to the cement, which should be coming up anytime now. Yeah, as you can see, I'm trying to move it with the camera again. That's a real smart idea. That's how you break your camera. And then yeah, right here I flung it. Like it must have gone like 30 feet. It was crazy. But here you go. This is a close up of the cockroach. He's flipped upside down right now. He starts moving. Now these things do bite, so I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna get bit by a cockroach. And I mean that one was pretty big, probably the size of my thumb. And then my dad kicks the cockroach at me. It goes flying through the air right past me. So I'm freaking out, just like, why'd you kick it at me? But yeah, that's this clip, this first part of this video is almost done, which is the cockroach. So you see him, he's just like running around. Eventually, we're like, okay, there's nothing else we're gonna do with him right now. So we just left him there, and then went. Okay, then later that night, we went down to the dock in the front of the condo, and because since we live where there's fresh water, we were gonna see if we could see any saltwater fish, because we don't know anything about saltwater fish. So we're shining our light down to see if we see anything, and there's crabs, dwarf crabs. There's one right here on the pole, and we were like, "There's a crab." Now this was the first crab that we had seen while we were down here. Were these crabs down here in the dock, which were just these? This was just little dwarf crabs, and then it looks like he's waving to us right there. So I never actually realized that when I actually recorded and viewed him over while we were still on vacation. I kind of skimmed through the videos just to see how they were. But it's a bit dark though, so I apologize for that. But yeah, there was a bunch of these little dwarf crabs everywhere. So we're shining the lights on them, which probably isn't a good idea. It's gonna hurt their eyes, but um, we go over to the other side to see if there's any more crabs, and it's so dark in the video. But yeah, we're shining the light around to see if we see any more crabs. And I actually talked about dipping the camera into the water. Even though it was dark, it doesn't have like a light on it. Just to see if I could see it. If anything would pop up. Oh my god, I'm yawning in the video. Okay. So yeah, we're still shining it around to see if we see anything. I think right here's where I dipped it in the water. Maybe not. I don't know. Yep, here we go. Okay. So I've dipped right here it's dipped in the water. And as you can see, you don't see like anything. And I was also scared half to death, like a big fish was just gonna take the camera out of my hands. Cause while we were on vacation, the wrist strap actually broke off the bottom of the selfie holder for the camera, and I was like, "Oh no!" So if anything would have just like tugged that camera would have been gone, and that would have been none of this footage. So I was kind of nervous at the same time while I was doing it. But yeah, we're still looking around, and I dip it in the water again, As you can see, there's clearly nothing. If we had something like a waterproof flashlight, like a superpower waterproof flashlight that was small enough that right here there's another crab. That's a dwarf crab as well. That's another dwarf crab. And we like taped it onto like the plastic waterproof case or something. Like duct tape or something. I don't know. Then probably could have turned that on and then we'd be able to see some stuff. And that could be interesting. Because all these crabs, they don't just live on top of the dock. They're underneath in that water. So I bet if I were to have like an actual flashlight on the camera and dip it down, I'm sure there would be hundreds of little dwarf crabs and all kinds of stuff. So we're following this little dwarf crab now because he's the second crab we've seen ever while we were down here for vacation. I've seen the crabs before, but while we were on this vacation trip, this was the second crab we had seen. And he starts running a bunch. And I'm trying to film him, and we're chasing after him. Yeah, I wish I had a light on the camera. It's a bit dark. Oh, right there. That's a little baby dwarf crab. It came out of the little crack in the wood, and then the big one just ran it over. uh. But yeah, I'm sorry that a lot of this video was just dark. Um, there is other videos at night that are gonna be coming next after this, but we get headlamps while we were down here, but we didn't have them at the time when I did this. Oh my god, my voice. We didn't have them at the time that we did this, so that's why it's dark. What? Okay, my computer just went off. So that it's it said 4 hours on my calendar. What does it mean 4 hours on my calendar? So I'm touching this little crab, the dwarf crab, even though my camera is clearly facing the dock, which that kind of sucks. So here's the crab. He's acting like a ninja. Oh yeah, you can see me. I am a ninja. Ooh. My dad actually recorded a really funny video. So if you guys really want to see that, I could just upload that as a separate thing and then hashtag it or something like that it was in this video. But since the actual vacation videos I'm going to be voicing over, and my camera does not pick up audio for like nothing, it's really horrible. So it's more just for recording than anything. If you guys really want to see that, I could go ask him, and he has it on his phone, and that actually has good audio, and it's pretty hilarious if I'm being honest. So yeah, just ask in the comments, and if there's enough comments and stuff, then I'll go ask, and we can get that added on, so you guys can check that out. So we're following the crabs, and I believe this crab just got like flung into the water, or he fell in. I think he got flung in. And then I decide that, okay, maybe I'm going to dip the camera in the water again. So I dip it in the water. As you can see, nothing yet again. But then, another crab. Little crab. All these crabs are just some little dwarf crabs. They're not anything crazy. And then it's dark again. Dipped it in the water. Bravo. Bravo. Okay, so we're almost done with this part on the dock. or maybe not. I don't know. I think there's one more part, and then after this, there's a part after that, and then that will be the end of this video for the crabs and cockroaches. Okay, yeah. So this next part is also on the dock, and this is actually a different crab than what we saw before. This crab right here, I don't know exactly what kind of crab this is, but also my dad had this on a clip as well on his phone. So if you guys want to see that, there's some really funny audio for that because as you can see, this crab is buried down and he's in attack mode. So that he does some funny stuff that he recorded that the audio for me didn't pick up and my camera was just trash at the time. So if you guys want to see that, like I said, just comment down below and stuff. So like I touch him and he brings his claw up like, I'm gonna pinch you, you little turd. So that was pretty funny. We were kind of just messing with him and then we just left him alone. But yeah, this was like when we arrived and we packed all our stuff. We're like, hey, let's just go down and walk around. So it's just my dad, me, and my brother, and we were just screwing around because we wanted to go see. And we put a bottle cap in his claw. Crab was getting drunk, and then right here, my brother could not open the door, and we were sitting here laughing. And right here, though, I will turn on the audio because
push in, press down.
Why not?
Push in with your hand, press down with your thumb. And with your hand, and press down with your thumb.
So
press the button down and push the door.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. He just could not open the door.
Push then pull. Like this.
And then my dad does the first try. He's like, "Ha!" He just flexes on my little brother. He just gives up. I walk over, and note that I'm still holding the camera. I wish if I would have been nice to use two hands, but since I'm trying to hold the camera there. I get it, open it, close it, and then my brother's like, "What? That's unfair, you the boys." Finally, he just is like, "Nah, I'm done with this," and just gives up. So, that's actually gonna be it for this video. It surprisingly was longer than I thought it would be. I thought it would only be like 5 minutes. It says 15 right now while I'm still doing this, but I'm gonna talk a little bit more. That's gonna be the end of this video. The next video is actually going to be an extremely long video, so be prepared for that one. And oh, ouch! I just whacked my headphones into my mic. I turned my head. But yeah, make sure to subscribe, like, turn on notifications if you want any news on upcoming videos. I have my Twitter, which I'll link down in the description. I do have a Discord, but it is being worked on right now, so I'm not gonna have that up at the moment. I have the donation link below if you want to feel free to support my channel. I also can link my Roblox Studio group, my official group for my games. If you want to feel free to check that out. And the next video should be coming soon. I also am thinking of doing some VR videos and some other gaming videos